Hello. Today this video is about the patch note, and I'm going to share about my build thoughts, like what's fun with this new patch note. And before we started, that just let you know that they had some adjustment just yesterday, but I saw this today, so you might want to know some detail about this. You can go for the patch now. And so I'm going to talk about only something that I feels fun and about my league start plan. So first, this one, um, mostly from this the new stuff, the banishment. So if you cast the attack mobility skill, that will trigger twice your core shadow strike skills. And Thunder Spike, with this support, it will become a mobility skill. And which means this one could be a triple damage, right? You cast it once yourself, and then it will trigger twice. So, but this support skill had a bug in the previous league, but I don't know if they fixed the bug. The bug is like if your attack speed is too fast, then you will you'll lose some damage, like between your your hits, your attacks. Like if you attack 3 times and your attack speed is too fast, then maybe the middle one will deal no damage. That was the bug, but I don't know if they fix it. So you might need to be aware of this. And the only hero I suggest that you can try to go for this is Rosa 2. Yeah, others just don't make sense. And this body armor, I think is very potential. And here I do 1.36 because they buff it. They buff the yep they buff the 33% to 36%. So that's what I calculate with 1.36. But it's actually not that good. You might be shocked when you see 16 times damage, but consider that you have to get like 27 levels. Right? You need nine of every three. So it's 20 plus 27. And this body armor itself might give you just 2 or 3, and I would say it's very hard to get 3 from the armor itself. So it just feels not worthy. Like if you have 2 plus 2 all, then you still need to find 21 level. So 16 times divided by 21. So it's like a 80% damage every level. But it's not a very good calculate here, but I think you know the idea, because you will you lose a lot of potentially modifiers on getting this high level. And also this had a downside, right? If you use the skill is cold, lightning, and fire, the skill level don't grant you anything. So I only I think it's only reasonable to play this body armor with these three. I think Thunderbolt might be the best one. And Ring of Blade, the channeling skills are are not that easy to have channeling cup in this season, so it might be bad. And also, second, um, it has a frequency limit with uh, once uh, one one damage uh, per quarter second. So that means you can only hit 4 times in a second. I don't think that's a good thing. You actually lose some. You you won't take like cast speed or something to increase the frequency you hit. Chromatic is heavily nerfed, so I just don't feel it's okay. Yeah. So anyway, it's also very hard to get to all nice decks, right? You need plus 27. And with the new state 2, you can have plus 1 level to plus 2 on your state 2. So I think this is why I mentioned this body armor, because I think if you want to play this, you have to play it this season. Because after this season, you probably not able to get 27 level that easy. So I think this is the only chance. So if you want to go for it, I don't suggest you like starting to start a character, like just go directly for this with these three skill. You have to play something else, and then um, get your whole setup done. Then change to this setup. And I think maybe these two heroes can be good. Like it's defensive or offensive. It depends. So I don't know how it actually feels. So if you're playing this, you can share your idea with me. And of course, I have to mention the new hero, Selena2. So I will suggest that you can go these three, 1, 2, 3, and starting from the left side if you don't know the ability. One for uh, one is for this one. You will get 30% more damage. Oh, I think they. Oh no, that was on the original one. Okay, so first trait you get 30% more. Second trait you get additional curse, additional damage on cursed enemy, and also curse your enemy in your range. So it's very good this for this two. I think maybe the very beginning of your campaign you can go for number 2, this one, for your first point. But yeah, I mean here is the mid gameplay, and the third point is the most strong one. You want to go with this with the approaching nightfall. So the idea is that you're trying to get your Terra skill duration as long as possible. Of course, at some point it's just not that worthy, but you know the idea. You want to get it as longer the better. And so once you trigger your Terra skill, you will reap the remaining 8% of the remaining duration. So let's say if you had like 100% duration, then the skill, the Terra skill lasts for 12 seconds, and maybe you take like 1 second to reach the full charge. So which means that you can the remaining time is 12 seconds minus 1. You reach the charge and then you cast a new one. So at this moment you have 11 second point. You will reap 8.888. This is second. So which means you get every 1 second you get 88% the damage from the remaining time just from your trait. And if you have the lunar, the approach nightfall, which also gives you an additional 35%. You see the number 8 and 35. So this will be very good. This is the approach nightfall was a key point on the passives, and it was very strong. It was even stronger than 35%. It was originally like 80% as I remember. So it's removed and come back on the lunar. So it probably only feels it's very good after you have this. So maybe you want to go for this earlier, because this is just the core ability for this setup. And if you don't like to play DOT, then you can go for this 3. But I really have no idea about like what is going to be good, so I'm not going to share about that. And then my league start, yes, again Gemma2, again, because we have like only one nerf or two. So the only one nerf is the Tangle quantity cap was down to 4 from 6, and this is from the acquaintance, right? You have, if you have 3 unattached, then you have 120% more, which is 2.2, and you down to 4, which means you would have only 1 left, 40% more. So you need to fight like 58% to counter this adjustment. And the second is because I actually using this one in this season, the SS13. So I'll talk about this later. So we had only one nerf actually, and then we had 3 buffs. 3. So 12 to this one additional damage increased. So I will take average. Averagely you had 13.5%, right? So times 3, 40.5, and averaging 20.5 times 3, 61.5. So you have like roughly 15% more here, and the Ice Lance itself 30% more. And the contents, you the ability had used to give you 1 tangle cap, and it becomes 25% more. I think this is above because you can have 4. You can have 4 capped by just using this helmet, and we already using this helmet for 2 seasons, right? We already using this, so we didn't lose anything because this is not used for when we have this with the cap is down to 4. It just don't make any difference. If you have this helmet, you won't get 5 cap, so it's a 25% more. That's what I thought. And so with all this 1.86. We actually buffed. We actually get buffed. That's why I'm starting this. And if you notice that this change and the Ice Lance buff will actually makes you stronger in the early gameplay because you don't really need to like you can get attached tangle cap early in the game. So this is a this is roughly the same from acquaintance. You can um and this one you will get your skill to level 20 very fast, like around level 90, right? You probably reach level 20 and then you can level up your skill to level 20. So it's a buff. It's definitely a buff. You will have more damage than last season when you just in your early campaign, early mapping, you will have more damage. I want to show you my character, the actual character this season, but the server is down for maintenance. So sorry about this. I might just um, give you a showcase in next video that you can know what kind of equipment, what kind of setup you can have to defeat the Sprint 20 boss. Just in case that if you don't believe me, had already defeated the Sprint 20 boss. Like I did had a post, and then I realized it's hard for you to see the date. It's May 10th. So I did defeat it, and if this is not if this is not approved to you, then you can check the name, right? I know the quality is weird. I actually had a screenshot. Yes, it's Chinese because I play in Chinese. I only change the game language to English only when I'm doing videos. So, and I do have the build code, but I don't think you can access this after SS13. So, yep, just in case you don't believe me, that I did actually defeat the SS20. So, for my character, uh, this character actually defeated the boss. I was doing with only 5 tangles, so I only need 20% to keep up the nerf from 4. And this is the other one that I listed because this minion will cast its skill. It will make the enemy it hits takes 50% more damage, but there's a cooldown and it's roughly like 60% uptime, I suppose. Yeah, and it's removed. So if it's 60% for 50%, or let's just say 40%, okay, 30% more, because it's like if it's 80% uptime, then it will be equivalently 40% more. So even if that is 40% more, we still make up the nerfs from this buff. So we don't have any damage lose. I can say that we don't have we didn't lose any damage from the nerfs. So the only problem is the defensive end, and defensive end I think it's a little bit struggle last season, just a little bit. So but I did had a plan for improve this. So if you don't know what my build is built around, you can watch my previous video, and that's basically what it looks like. Just a little bit different from the actual character that I defeated Spring 20. So my plan is to change to Wing of Light, and not for damage, but I actually will have a little bit more damage if I change to Wing of Light setup. And to do Wing of Light setup, you probably need to do the Vorex Wing of Light, because you can add Intimidate just from the base, or you have to lose a fate. You need to use a destiny to get the Intimidate. So it's up to you. So if you want to follow this setup, and then for Intimidate, you want to get control effect from your passives or your statue, and this is what we can get from the statue and the passives. I would probably go on passives, maybe it depends. And here's this 4 is for the Vorex prefix and suffix. Or another selection is another choice is that you can use a module, and it will give you can use these two, but I don't really suggest that. I think you can just go for yourself on the statue next season, SS13. And remember, this is for defensive setup. So why did I change this for defensive? Where's the defensive? It's here. It's on blending. The Divine Grace. I didn't see any change on blending, so I suppose this is still you can still acquire this next season. So this is the difference between you will lose a little bit damage from the gloves to this one, but you will have 60 you will have like 48% less damage taken. So I think this is very enough to upgrade from my original state if I change to Wing of Light and Divine Grace. This 48% less damage taken will make my character tanky enough to defeat the SS20 like more easily. Don't need to dodge. Like, I don't think I can tank anything, but I would say most of the damage will not able to kill me one shot with this setup. Or in the next season, actually you can use the new belt, the new belt, this one, God of Might. And I think that's enough. That's just all. Defensive and offense all on this, but it will be very expensive. Just up to you. So this is my SS13 starter plan, and a little bit like ideas sharing. So hope you liked this video. Thank you.